think we're set up. Decided to experiment with upcoming broadcasts. I think it's working. Regardless, today is the day. I probably should have just done it Friday, to be honest, but I was kind of like, prep kind of took a while, kind of just hung out and stream, talked about Pokemon, and by the time like I was kind of settled in with the team, I was like, am I gonna finish E4 without rushing? And I was like, probably not. So it's like, save it until Monday. And here we are, Monday. I think they are pretty much just set. Yep. Yeah, you'll probably be. I don't know. You'll probably be my Swampert answer. Otherwise, I go Pashoberry. I don't plan on bringing any of these guys in, but should be timid. And I'm just gonna make you Somnia, even though I don't think it matters. Teach you Sunny Day and Solar Beam. In case it comes down to that, setting up the sun or Torkoal. I get Solar Beam. It's not just. I think it's in here. Keep Clear Smog because I might want it for Lance. Haven't decided yet, but I think this is always the play. Solar Beam, Sunny Day, I think it's the best utility I have for Torkoal. Don't need rest. And because he has Harvest, that I guess I should stock up on Dream Patches and such. Just make sure I have everything. But yeah, just give him Pasho, Sunny Day, Willow, Solar Beam, and Clear Smog. Probably make him relaxed in case I want to run Body Press, but because he's going to be the slowest thing in the field anyway, so it doesn't matter if I decrease the speed. I can never outspeed Melmetal. If I could, then I would run the faster nature. Because I think, I mean, I don't think he goes for double Iron Bash, but on the off chance he goes for double Iron Bash and flinches me, like I'd rather be faster. But also just to mitigate damage, right? Because I switch in, and then if I move first, I get the burn off first before he EQs me. But in this case, I have to take the EQ first. I know I need Swords Dance and Encore for the potential sweep. So I guess we keep that. I think I'm going to set with Adamant, both of these. This set. Boss stuff was actually. Oh, hey Randy. Yeah, hoping for the best. We see if we make it through. Deathless. Who knows? Might just lose at Lorelei because I don't really have that much double battles utility between like healing mons. So if Dialga gets really low, I kind of have a tough switch in. Ideally, Meganium should be able to just go ham once it gets 2 workups off and it's not threatened by Ogerpon. Just there's no way. I mean, would Ogerpon really go for Meganium? Like 2 play roughs? It could, but yeah, like a crit would kill Ivy Cudgel. I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna say, if Dialga gets really low, and I'm threatened to switch Dialga out, I don't really have, like, great mons to switch into for the rain team, but ideally these 2 handle most of the mons. Yeah, I don't know if do I really need anything on my boss stuff? I think he's like the last mon I'm just checking for. And then I think we just sunned it. Could teach him weather. But yeah, he doesn't really learn any, like, move tutor moves I'd care about. It's like maybe Substitute. I think Substitute is like the only move between, like, these mons I would maybe teach. Probably over Jawlock if I had to choose. I'll keep it, but I don't think I'll be keeping Substitute long. But yeah, let's just hope we don't just lose that Lorelei. That would be a very sad way to start stream. But we'll try to. Go hard. Probably over Jawlock. I mean, there's like Trailblaze, but am I ever clicking Trailblaze? Trail. I don't think Trailblaze matters. Although I think I want to be faster than the Dialga. So let's go Jolly. Even though I'm always going to be slower than the Veltal, I'd rather be faster than the Dialga. Let's grab our items from the PC, because you never know. That come in handy. Actually, I didn't need that, but. But yeah, it comes down to this. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Me, my weekend was decent. Kinda just been thinking about E4 though, and how this will go. Could go well, could go bad. I have ideas for like the whole E4, but I don't know if it'll work out that way. And they don't really have good backup plans if they don't work out that way, so. Oh yeah, we have pretty much our only viable fairy type for E4, I would say, is Meganium. Other than that, it's like maybe Comfey. But if I don't run Meganium, like Lorelei is gonna be rough because of like I don't have nothing super effective against her team, so I think it's like almost mandatory, like out of the mons. Otherwise, I'd have to like rebuild the team if I don't bring Meganium. But it's like my only fairy type, and it's like decent to Lorelei, so bring that. Dragapult is like our win con to sweep Agatha potentially, but it's also very fast, so it's also really good against the champion. If I can get a D-Dance off and click Dragon Darts, super strong against the champion. And also like decently, if I go Air Balloon, it also kind of wall or like pivots around Melmetal, like Lance's team, but it's also like a backup clan if I don't want to try to sweep Lance. I think Dragapult handles both their leads without letting them set up rocks. But I'm kind of committing to sweeping with Quaquaval if it's the Garchomp team. If it's the Aerodactyl team, I just have to play it standard. I do have White Orb, right? Items. Yeah, I got all the choice items. I'm not gonna. Well, do I care? No. I was gonna say, do I care about getting EQ? And I was like, I don't think so. I think the only one that really uses EQ is like maybe Meganium. But at that point, I'd rather just run Bulldoze and then switch out into Dragapult. Dialga, probably our strongest mon in terms of stats. Carrying up the stats for this team, it is our strongest mon in that sense. Very bulky, or like slightly bulky. And like hits super hard on the special side. Quaquaval's gonna be our sweeper, potentially. Torkoal with Harvest and Marvel Scale, super physically bulky as long as I can get it in safely. It is super strong for a physical wall, and it can spread burn. So it does do really well in that case. But it is weak against Earthquake, unfortunately, so it does kind of struggle a little bit against Melmetal. But if I can get it in, burn it, like a lot of the threats on Lance's team become non-threats if I can burn it. The other problem is like I'm taking 2 slots for Marvel Scale because I'm clicking Rest and Sleep Talk. So, well, also because I have to run Toxic Orb. I wish I could run Flame Orb and be fine, but unfortunately I need Toxic Orb because it's the only status I can put on it. like consistently. I guess I could run rest sleep talk and run like leftovers. So I'd switch in, click rest, and then sleep talk and go from there. But I think like on the turn I click rest, there's a chance he can one-shot me or do a bunch of damage. Just like on this turn that I go click rest. The Toxic Orb kind of gives me that insurance of like I always have status for the 50% defense increase. Otherwise, we got Mabostiff, our Yveltal answer, Iron Jugulus answer, Dialga, like because of the special damage reduction. And with Snarl, hopefully it can mitigate those threats a bit. Or at least neutralize them, but won't know. We truly will not know if it is a true answer until we get there. I think that's the best answer I got for like Iron Jugulus and like Yveltal. In terms of like 1-mon answers, my other ones were like Mandibuzz or like Gudra maybe. But I think everything else, Dark Hole, Oblivion Wing, like combo, just destroys like my whole box. And I don't think anything like, even if I put like a choice band and eat one hit, like one shots him back. Even if I get like the ideal read. Like maybe slacking, maybe like so choice band slacking, play rough or something could maybe do it, but maybe Urshifu with Thunder Punch, but like but I think Mabostiff is just our best all-rounder. Because it's also like a backup for Dialga. Like if I go Thunder Punch on Urshifu, even under electric terrain I only do like 50% and he blows me back with Oblivion Wing. If I go Choice Band, it's like I do like 90%, 77 to 90%. So it's just like my team is kind of set, I think, pretty much just based off the circumstances. Like my number of E4 mons is pretty limited. There's like Articuno maybe like the only one I could consider. It's like super effective against both. But like Dark Hole still does like 50%. And if I click Blizzard, I do like less than half. So I don't know. And any of these moves like does a decent amount. I could match a Assault Vest, but like I would do more, but if Dark Hole puts me to sleep, that's bad. I'd probably go for Heat Wave, presumably. But if I'm going Blizzard, then I have a chance to miss, so I probably have to go Ice Beam. Do like 30%. I don't know. But yeah, everything else, I think I'm ready to just go. Just adjust based on what is happening the fight, because there are ways to lose. Like I don't have a first shot against Lorelei. It's kind of. I think it's pretty safe to assume one of them will hit Dragapult. Like I should expect like a play rough or a scald into Dragapult. Like the only way I think I lose is if they like both gang up on one Pokemon, or Politoed flip turns turn 1. Other than that, I think I should be fine. Like Ogerpon. Like Ogerpon never one-shots Dragapult to my understanding. Well, yeah, because I have Colbur, right? So it's never gonna one-shot. So there's a chance that's a play rough into Dragapult, and then a and then a Scald into Dragapult. If Dialga gets burned, it's not terrible. It would suck because of chip damage, but it wouldn't be terrible in the sense of like... Well, okay, my ideal scenario would literally be probably Politoed Scald into Meganium and Ogerpon play rough into Dragapult. Which would be Dialga because I'd U-turn first. So it's like neutral damage. And then from there I would like click Trick Room or Stealth Rock. Probably Trick Room. And then go from there. Like I think +2 Meganium threatens everything aside from maybe Walking Wake. But who knows? That's pretty much the game plan. Timid 202. I don't think I outspeed anything. It's actually a speed tie with Kyogre. So if Meganium's burned, and I have to rely on Dialga to finish off Kyogre, it might be its speed tie. Regardless of Trick Room, and that could be a problem. On the bright side, I do have Thunder, so it should always hit, because Kyogre only has one ability, Primordial C, so the rain's always up, so Thunder always lands, and it should do a decent amount. So I'm kind of relying on 50-50 there. If I could reduce my speed IV by like 1 or 2 points, I would, to guarantee I'm faster. But I want to guarantee I'm faster than the Dialga, like their Primal Dialga, because their Primal Dialga is 184, and if I go modest, I'm pretty sure I'm just the same speed, because it's 90 on both. So yeah, that is the scenario we're working with, and I think I'd rather always be faster than their Dialga if it comes down to it. Obviously, if Mabosstiff can handle Dialga, then that would be best case scenario. But if Mabosstiff already has its hand full with Iron Jugulus, I do need a secondary answer into Dialga, and that's just fighting with my own Dialga, but I get to click Dragon Tail. And I'm faster, so ideally it should be forced to swap. Unless it's the only Pokemon. If it's the only Pokemon, then ideally Mabosstiff can come in and click Snarl a few times. And we just go from there. Like, click Snarl 1 or 2 times. Make it super, like, vulnerable. Or, like, in terms of special attacks. And then just whittle it down. If it's the last Pokemon. Obviously a crit ends the run if it's snarled down and it gets a crit, but we'll just have to see. All right, I think I'll use the restroom. Use the restroom before we start, and then yeah, I think we just send it. Hope for the best. But yeah, we take on E4. See if we can do the Deathless back to back. Would be cool, but honestly, if I lose because I didn't think about something about the AI, like, I don't feel too bad about it. Like, I learned something new, and I think I wish there were more battles like the E4 Mons, or like E4 trainers. It would give me more practice against and like how to set up against them, but there aren't even that many like taunt users in the game. Like when you play through it normally, so it's really just like E4 where you get to practice against it, and then, or at least until like late game, and then even like Roar, Stealth Rock, like encoring it, because my whole strategy around Garchomp is encoring it, but I don't know if it'll switch. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll just get this started and see how it goes. Alright. It would be crazy if he flip turned into not the walk. Yeah, the walking wake. It would be crazy, but if that happens, then I'd probably just lose. Got Dragon Dance. I think this is it. We got Swampert team for sure. Is there anything to buy here? Probably not. Guess we'll buy some max potions in case we can just heal. I mean, it might be kind of cheeky to like abuse guts or Marvel scale by healing with potions outside of battle rather than just the normal heal. But then again, we also don't have any like PPO or like ethers, right? So, oh, we do. So we could heal manually. Yeah, we could heal manually. But I don't know if it's probably something to test if they if status conditions carry between battles. Because that would be kind of broken. Could. Yeah. Let's play it out. Make sure, yeah, you're the slowest thing in the game. Aside from Melmetal. But you're not my answer into Melmetal anyways. In terms of Trick Room shenanigans. Yeah, I think the worst thing is just losing to Lorelei. Or like, if you like prep for E4 and then you lose that Lorelei, that's probably like the worst feeling. But you also don't want to invest too many resources into Lorelei because then like you could lose at the end. Just this. Trick Room, Stealth Rock, Dragon Pulse Thunder. Protect would be nice. But the only move I'd consider removing is Thunder. I can't get rid of Trick Room or Stealth Rock. I guess I could manually do Dragon Pulse. Instead of, like, but I think I want Stealth Rock for later. So, it's like I have to keep Stealth Rock anyways. So, I don't think I have a choice. Alright, let's just end it. You have the Delta stream about it, so the rain doesn't go up. We click work up, we click U-turn. Do some damage. We see what Polytoad does. Let's play rough. That's as expected. Scald. Okay. This is probably I was gonna say best case scenario. I do need one more workup. Then I need to click Trick Room. This Trick Room is more important than Stealth Rocks. The burn is going to counteract the... Yeah, the burn is going to counteract the leftovers, unfortunately. Yeah, I do work up again. This bare minimum gives me +1 because Polytoad is faster, even if he goes for Haze. But from my experience, you should click Drizzle here. Knock off. Green Dance. Unfortunately, I think Ogerpon takes out Dialga always. I wonder if... Well, he would just knock off anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, it didn't matter if I went Citrus or what. He always play Roughs here. Actually, Play Rough doesn't take... Well, no, it will take me out with Burn. But if the rain's up, Ivy Cudgel. Oh, actually, he could go Ivy Cudgel. Because of the rain. I could take him out right now. But I feel like that sets me up in such a bad spot for everyone else. There should be Ivy Cudgel here. It does more damage than Play Rough standard. Yeah, Play Rough never takes me out. So it's Ivy Cudgel or Play Rough. Or probably just Ivy Cudgel. Rain. %. I think I have to go Dragapult. This means I can't get rocks up. $36, $262. My facts. Oh, actually, I could get rid of the rain again. That probably means it is Dragapult. I think we do go Dragapult here. It's my best resistance against water, and I get rid of the rain. Let me double check how much Meganium does to Polytoad. The Stealth Rocks are going to screw me over, though. I'm like, or like no stealth rocks is gonna screw me up. I guess the best thing I could have put on Dialga is Lumberry, but it's like hindsight on the burn. I need stall turns. What I need to do. Does Giga Drain take out Politoed? No. So I have to always Seed Bomb. Right? Please tell me Seed Bomb kills. Seed Bomb always kills. So I have to go Seed Bomb to switch. Either that or I actually just stay in and take them out, but I think I just go back into Lance. You should never play rough here. Even if you play rough, it doesn't take me out. Should be Ivy Cudgel. Maybe he goes for Meganium, but I doubt it. It should be Ivy Cudgel, yeah. Unfortunately, this means I can't U-turn it. Is it Iron Bundle? It's probably Iron Bundle. Yeah. Turns. Unfortunately, it should be play rough into my slot. Does Iron Bundle ever take out Meganium? Yeah, I need the rocks up, but I couldn't. But like, who's gonna take me out? Ice Beam. How much does Iron Bundle do to Meganium? Because I'm sassy. Frostbite. Crit Frostbite takes me out. I think I Draining Kiss, right? Draining Kiss against Iron Bundle. I think I Draining Kiss, Giga Drain. Then I set up the Sun. Because I don't want to one-shot him, right? Because I want to keep some HP, so when I Giga Drain, I get a good amount back. I think that's my play. If I had Protect, I guess Protect would have been best case scenario here. That should always be play rough into the slot, right? I think. I think it's Draining Kiss. Giga Drain like just puts him to Sash, and I move faster, so it doesn't benefit me to put him at 1 HP. Unless I want to finish him off with Torkoal, I guess, but like, I think I'd rather set up the Sun. So I think we go back into Cole. And if he reads me and goes for a water move, he got me good, I think. I'm the slowest thing on the field, so I should always be able to set up the sun. And I have Pasho. I think it's cool. Cool. Otherwise, I could go Mabostif, but like he's going play rough, right? So play rough, just yeah. All right, I think it's cool. This should be ice moves. That does way too much damage. Okay. Giga Drain the Iron Bundle. And then, do I want a Sunny Day or Willow? Probably Willow, right? Turns. Yeah, I think I Giga Drain. Get some HP back. Willow. The Ogre Pawn. I can always Sunny Day next turn. I think this is the best play. Because if I Sunny Day now, he could go into Kyogre, right? And Kyogre would just ruin my day. So I think I always Willow, so Ogre Pawn's not a threat. Or at least not as big of a threat. I'm not even gonna calc the damage. Cause like the only reason I would want to set up Sunny Day is for Solar Beam. But you could still go to Kyogre right now. Maybe Cudgel. I have the Pasho. Shouldn't do too much. Yeah. Do I get the Pasho back? No, I don't. Ah, the Walking Wake can live. I might lose to Hurricane, to be honest. Might lose to I should. Well, if I went play rough instead of Draining Kiss, then I would one shot. Draining Kiss doesn't do enough. Who's left? That's my last turn of Trick Room. I mean, I have to Draining Kiss. Oh, what a sad way. I need rocks up to delay it by one more, or like to reduce the amount of time needed by one turn. But the turn one burn was very unfortunate. And I didn't get harvest like on you. I mean, I'll always get my harvest back, but like, I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 here, right? Like Torkoal can just, like, he can go for Hydro Pump, go for Hurricane. Yeah, anything kills into Torkoal. So to be honest, like, my only option, my safe option is to go into Bolo. And then like, probably Dragapult maybe, like after. But I can't go into Dragapult now, because you could click, you could click Dragon Pulse into Torkoal. Does he see kill? I don't think he sees kill on Meganium. Oh, actually, he does. 13. I mean, I always live one. I could also get a crit here. I think it's always this into Bolo. Unless I want to bank on 50% miss with Sunny Day, but I don't think Quaquaval eats a hit. Quaquaval. Yeah, he doesn't. He could eat a Dragon Pulse, but he does not eat a Hurricane, and I did not go Sash. I think it's Bolo. Only Draining Kiss was a little bit stronger. Oh. That's the end. Oh, fudge. Just like that, it's over. That's it. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Neither of those moves make sense to me though. Like, yeah, none of those moves make sense. Probably should have reflected, but I mean, yeah, it's over. Oh, dang. That was unfortunate. If he missed the Hurricane, I was fine. If he didn't crit, I actually don't know if he targeted Meganium or not. It might have been a double, and if it's a double, then I probably always lose. But then neither of them target Torkoal. So should I have just Sunny Day'd there always? Like, I thought he would for sure go for Torkoal, but I don't know. Screw myself. Like, I guess I'll just try this run, see how it goes. Like, I guess maybe PB best runs like second run. Lorelei. Play rough. This time he scalds into... I don't know. I needed like a few things to happen. But like... Rook up... We always seed bomb. And then stealth rock. I'm pretty sure I live one. Yeah, like 158. Like, I guess this was always going to be a problem. Was like the... Ethan always gets like potentially ganged up on. I guess like my Lorelei prep was bad. Like, I'm just not tanky enough on Dialga. But either that or I should have went non-draining kiss and just went play rough. If I went play rough, I was probably always fine. I think draining kiss was just a bad move. Because the only one I'm clicking draining kiss against was walking wake. But I should have brought play rough on the off chance that I wouldn't do it. Unless play rough doesn't kill. I'm pretty sure play rough kills. Play rough. Yeah, play rough always killed. So I should have just went play rough instead of draining kiss. I was just worried about the chip damage from Ogre Pawn. But in hindsight, I should have just went like draining kiss. And then probably end up goal. Yeah, this always screwed me up. Like, I needed to go play rough here. I think if I went play rough, I was always fine. Oh, that feels so bad. That the run's just over like that, but... Yeah, no, I relied on Dialga being too tanky. And being able to provide support to kill the walking wake. I want to test against like my other members though, if I would have done it. Or just play rough. Part of me thinks he doesn't even go into walking wake if he sees I play rough actually, but play rough. Like if I go play rough instead of draining kiss, do I just win? I might have just won if I did this, but I at least had the beginning part down. Play rough. This time we play rough this slot. Play rough. Giga Drain. Truck run. Seed Bomb. Stealth Rock. Giga Drain. You're probably Ivy Cudging again, so I have to go into lands. Probably. Whomper, we Giga Drain. Probably switch into Bull. Play rough. Probably Will-O-Wisp. The dimensions return to normal. We Seed Bomb, right? Seed Bomb, take it out. Sure, that's always the play. I guess I could Giga Drain and get some HP back. It's a question of like if Ogre Pawn. Surely. I mean, I would always Seed Bomb here and then I'd switch. Probably back into lands, although I could also go Bola, like Ice Scales. Probably Bola. Not always. What? +2. Oh my. Did I mess up the calc on Kyogre too? Like, did I always lose here? I guess I always lost here. Sassy Seed Bomb +2 doesn't take it out. It says guaranteed Oko. 70. I'm so confused. I'm not even thinking, like, in terms of... I mean, I didn't want to build a team specifically to just beat Lorelei. Like, I did want to go all the way, so that's why, like, the members are what they are. I think this makes sense. Ivy Cudgel this. Oh. I'm actually throwing. I'm actually throwing. It's work up, U-turn. What? Like, what is the line? Play rough, Scald. I work up again, I Trick Room again. I Seed Bomb. I guess no, I always do this. Stealth Rock to break Sesh. I have to Giga Drain now. Like, do I ever Thunder? Because it's Walking Wake. No, I can't, because, yeah, Dialga doesn't do it. I would have been. Am I tripping? Why did I get HP from that? It's all sorts of weird stuff going on. Seed bomb. This is play rough. I just died to. Well, I just go back into Ethan, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, play rough always kills. Do I have one more turn of Trick Room? Yeah. So then I would Thunder. Ogre Pawn. Oh, I missed. Yeah. I should just Dragon Pulsed. That's what I should have done. And this is. Yeah, in fact, like this is probably just Earthquake, right? So. EQ into any move. Yeah. Yeah, I was always just cooked. I don't know. But yeah, it probably would have had to been these two. Encore. This could be EQ again. It's probably EQ again. Like, I have nothing. Power punch? Oh. Now if I lived it, always. Do I even live in EQ? I probably don't even live in EQ. But if he's power up punching, I guess like. It's crunch. I don't know. Then he would probably try to EQ, and then yeah, I'd probably just lose. Yeah. Oh, maybe I was just lost here. I don't think. Okay, I think of like how I could have navigated my way out of this. Work up, U-turn. I think this is always fine. Play roughs. Oh, the attack drop. The attack drop screws me up. I need to keep track of attack drop. Yeah, that would do it. Because now that I'm only +1, it never kills. Polytoad, right? Seed bomb. Yeah, so I always have to Giga Drain. Thunder. Yeah. Honestly, I would have needed the RNG to go well in my favor. I was always gonna. I think I always like 90% of the time always lost here. Yeah, like there are so many things that need to go right for me to like win this consistently. Like I need no play rough attack drop. And then like I need no burn on Dialga if I want to safely set up stealth rocks, like and Trick Room. Because now I don't kill with Seed Bomb. But like I guess I always Giga Drain here. And like I would get rid of the rain. Water Spout doesn't do too much damage. I guess here I would Giga Drain. How many turns? Turns, 2 turns. I never got. Did I get Stealth Rocks off? No, I never even. Yeah, I never even got Stealth Rocks off. So like the. Like I would just lose to the Iron Bundle. Like does Dragapult just get one-shotted by Play Rough this range? 222. Technically a little high roll would kill. I'd probably have to bank on that honestly, and then I'd probably just again, and then I'd probably have to reflect or U-turn. Better though. 2 turns of truck. It's probably reflect honestly. I'd probably reflect here. I'd have to Giga Drain. There's probably an Ice Beam coming my way, so then yeah, I'd have to go full. Yeah, but then the dimensions return to normal, and I just lose the Ice Beam, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I was ever getting out of this, like, Deathless, at least. Like, I could have sacked him on, and, like, maybe continued, but... Ice Beam against Meganium probably just always kills. But, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so Ice Beam always just takes me out. I'd probably have to go. Donald, you're getting water moved, probably. I mean, there's no more. I guess Sunny Day would probably be. Or I could clear Smog. Speed. Harvest. Actually, I got cooked because of freeze. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'd probably protect one turn. Going to Lance, although it's any move, right? Yeah, my best bet would have to be Lance and Pray. I'd have to Pray. It's not an ice move. And then I would just close combat and Dragon Darts, I guess. Oh, we saw. Yeah, no, we were always losing here. I think, unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I guess unfortunately, like I just didn't have a good enough ability on Meganium. I guess if I had a better ability on Meganium, maybe this was doable 100%. Click reflect, right? Yeah. Probably have to Giga Drain the Swampert. Although now I don't even think this kills, right? Swampert. It should kill because it's quite effective, but I actually think I needed to be like +1 to even kill with Giga Drain. Yeah, it doesn't even kill. Yeah, it doesn't even kill. Neither of these kill. But yeah, I'd always see Giga Drain here. Just kills. Oh, dang. Always just a loss here, I guess. I think it was always just a loss here. But, I mean, regardless, like, this run was still super fun to do. And, like, doing back-to-back, the potential was there. The only thing I could think of doing is, like, reflect turn 1 and then U-turn. Problem is I can't work up again, right? Because he's just gonna haze. Like, he should haze. Actually, this makes no sense. The AI on the haze makes no sense. IMO. Like, +3. I mean, I did what I needed to do. Now I think I just... I don't know. Yeah. I don't know when the AI clicks haze. Because, like, against a +3, like, +2 Meganium, I would imagine it would have clicked haze, but I guess it doesn't. I click Thunder, does it even one-shot? I mean, I would never Thunder here, right? Even kill. I would just... Because I need my HP, and then... Dragapult, probably. Get rid of the weather. Yeah, Giga Drain. Probably reflect. I'd probably risk the crit just to get reflect up. Or I forgot about Trick Room. Giga Drain. Bowl. Drain. Oh, crit. Yeah, that'll do it. And then yeah, I don't even think, yeah, +3 Giga Drain definitely doesn't do it. It's so weird. On how, play road. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's water move, probably. Could be Dragon Pulse, but like realistically, it's quite hard. Problem is now I don't outspeed Kyogre. Yeah, I think this was always chalked. I guess I would go. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to take care of this physical threat. Yeah. Crits for days. I don't know. I don't think there was a way. Now with this setup. Only Dialga learned Reflect. If Dialga learned Reflect, Could have worked. I should have didn't even keep track of. I didn't keep track of look at my attack drop. No. Stealth rocks takes about. Can I take care of the ogre pawn here? But if he brings in like Swamp or Kyogre, I just lose. Yeah, I think I need Dialga to have a little bit more utility, I think. If anything. Like he had this is a Stealth Rock in the Trick Room, but maybe I needed like if he had Reflect or something. Maybe I should have taught him Sunny Day if he learned that. Yeah, he learned Sunny Day. Maybe I should have taught him Weather Control. Could have turned the weather back. I don't know if that helps me though. But yeah, if I wanted like this best case scenario, this maybe. Oh, Thunder takes him out. But I have to Seed Bomb you and then Dragon Pulse you. And Trick Room still active, yeah. So this was the way to win. I would have had to choose a turn to take him out and hope that it wasn't Swampert or Kyogre. Because if it was Swampert or Kyogre, I just lose, right? Like I always just lose if it's Swampert or Kyogre. There was a way out, but I do want to see if Quaquaval would have swept Bruno. So I'm gonna like experiment with both, like on both teams. I'm not gonna bother building like the other team members because I'm just gonna assume that this always does it. Mental Herb. In fact, I want to try against Encore, Swords Dance, I teach him Aqua Step. And that was literally just this, right? Might as well show something like new for people watching, or like people that see this. Show some strats. Like my strat here was literally just, at least for the Inferno team, it's pretty straightforward. I just unburden proc, Aqua Step, and Swords Dance. Inferno team should be easy. It's more of the Great Tusk team. Okay, yeah, this is the team I would have wanted to go against. I think Aqua Step. Stealth Rocks. Now, does he go for knockoff? That was the question that I was like not sure of. If he went for knockoff. I always Swords Dance. If not, does knockoff. So yeah. And then I would have encored him into knockoff. Then I would have Swords Danced again. Because I needed plus 2. And then I Aqua Stepped. Because I can't risk plus 6, I don't think. Like, I would have died. Or, like, Vacuum Wave, I think. This is close combat. Aqua Step should kill. This I have to close combat. Oh, he actually doesn't even go for fake out. That's interesting. This I have to close combat. And then this I would have just checked if Lucario Lucario Bullet Punch, Meteor-Mish. I would have checked if Vacuum Wave killed me here. If I'm -3. Oh, this is a Quavel. I would have checked if Vacuum Wave killed here. -3. If it's regular Lucario. Surprisingly, it doesn't. Oh, wait, that's in special defense. Here we go. 165. So it definitely kills. Vacuum Wave definitely kills. So I would just go what? Well, the point is I would just probably go into something that could deal with it, but I didn't set up my mons for it, so it's actually... I'd probably just lose to this guy, to be honest. But yeah, he would go Vacuum Wave, right? Yeah, he would go. But yeah, I didn't set up my mons well enough. Like, I would just run like Flamethrower and then it would have been fine. Okay, let's try against the Infernape team. I think I was always screwed to a crit though. If I got like crit knockoff, maybe. So it was only -2, like -3 that I got there, right? If it was... I don't think Vacuum Wave would have been. It would have been close. Oh, actually, this was with that. But -3, I definitely died too. Yeah, I saw a chance. But this one's same thing. So this one's even more straightforward. I was just win here, I think. Aqua Step, and then Aqua Step. Close combat. Like, this one was way more straightforward. The other one I would have won though if I like prep. This one I want to try Flip Turn, Break Illusion. I would have just done this, and then D-Dance, Phantom Force. In fact, like, if I go Mental Herb... I think, probably go Stakeout instead. I think all I really got from this, from like watching other people and myself, is like, don't delay if you can help it. I think delaying just makes it feel bad if you lose early. I would Flip Turn, you taunt, that's fine. Dragon Dance, Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, Dragon Darts, Dragon Darts, Dragon Darts, and Dragon Darts. Let's try the other one. I think this was always a solid line though. Turn. Dang, I want to face the other team. Scarier of the two, the regular Zoroark. Dragon Dance, Dragon Dance, Dragon Darts, Phantom Force. Honestly, I'm surprised he nasty plots there, but I don't know. I guess. Ooh, that means Shadow Sneak just kills now. Yeah, Shadow Sneak would kill. I'd have to go below. And then I'd have to play it out normally. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, so like the AI would like potentially switch if you can't do anything. I didn't even teach this thing. Yeah, I didn't even teach this thing flash cannon, so I was losing. Just spam Moonblast, so like, I don't know. Oh, Play Rough actually just murders that thing. Going to you, Sludge Wave. That. So much damage. I actually would have made it out Deathless. That's actually quite crazy. Or like, I mean, there's still a chance I lose here, but considering I didn't like prep the rest of the team, like. Considering I didn't prep the rest of the team, that was like pretty cool. Or like, yeah, pretty interesting. Alright, this was always the team. We just go White Herb now. I mean, I guess this one I would probably try to prep as much as I could. Toxic Orb. Change you to Marvel Scale. I wonder if I should have went Eject Pack Dragapult for Lorelei. And that would have been maybe the saving grace. Because I would just bring Dragapult back on a hit. It would get rid of the rain. I would go into Torkoal, I could click Sunny Day. It could have made the difference. I don't know. I was surprised. Well, yeah. Actually, maybe Lyra's taking some damage, so I should have expected Hurricane. But Hurricane crit just did it. If it wasn't for a crit, maybe there was something I could have done. But... yeah, like I don't even know what I would run here. Play Rough, Drain Kiss probably. I mean, main thing I want to see, I guess first thing, is like, could I have trapped the Garchomp? I guess that's like the main thing I want to see first, before even doing the Aerodactyl team. We would have went against Aerodactyl. Ideally, I just close combat. I would run Ice Spinner. Oh, I don't. Oh, fudge. I don't. Oh, wait. No, I'm not running on Burden. That's why. I was gonna say, do I not outspeed Aerodactyl at +2? But it's because I don't have Unburden. I think I do have Unburden. Well, I need to go Ice Spinner. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, Ice Spinner, not Ice Spinner. I do want to see if I would have swept the Garchomp team. If I went with this. So I would have close combated first. Get the speed. I would have encored it. Stealth rock. Stealth rock. Okay, that's good to know. That's information. I don't know if I got lucky. Doesn't seem like it though. It seems like pretty consistent. The Garchomp just wants to stay in. And then yeah, we would have just swept this. -1, this shouldn't kill. Yeah, barring a crit. But I think you would always risk the crit there. Close combat. Then Ice Spinner. Oh, that's good to know. That's information learned. Like a Quavel just sweeps it with Unburden. Or like, I guess Encore strats just work. Like, I think I could even Encore, like, Swords Dance first, Encore because he wants to roar, right? Yeah. And probably close combat. And now it's cooked because he wants to. Oh, I wonder if Game Boy Luke actually got lucky then. Like, him not switching out the Garchomp there. Because I think I had to break his sash. Encore. Encore ended. Yeah, this seems to always be a line though. But like, this is a very situational sweep. Like, if I get credit, I just lose for sure there. Although I didn't even fight the Aerodactyl or like Garchomp team, I fought the Aerodactyl team. Would I have actually had a chance? I don't even know. I think I might have lost here anyways. Because I think they required like a lot of stuff to go right. Wisp. Draco. This is actually something I want to try. Dragon Tail, Strat, Zelda. I wouldn't want to like throw her. I guess I could run Dragon Tail on Dragable 2 if I really had. Well, he can make Flash Cannon though because I don't resist. Actually, kind of bad. It's good to know though that like Encore. I guess you prioritize speed over attack. I think if you're sweeping, I think if the AI sees there's something that's faster, there's a good chance they might swap into it. But I don't know. I'd probably have to test more against Lance, to be honest. What else would I have wanted? Like eject buttons. Kiss for sure. I would have want synthesis. I don't know. Buganium has a really tough spot here. It's kind of just cheer to bait moves and eat hits from other moves. Like doesn't really do it. I think I would have ran Willow, more or less. Oh, I do need to teach Sleep Talk too. Yes. Honestly, like, if it's against the Aerodactyl team, there was a good chance I wasn't gonna make it all the way. Because, like I said, I think a lot of stuff has, like, I have to make good reads for lands, I think, for me to win against non. Garchomp team. Air Balloon. I have 32. Ice Spinner. They're really another. I probably would have taught Rest. That would have like maybe taught Roar. This one's kind of finicky on like what Bola's gonna do. I'd probably want Rest Protect. Maybe like I would have went sub. But... if I get rocks up, then Roar is really strong. Let's just try this. I want to see how well my prep was for Aerodactyl team. Close combat because he always wants to taunt me. Now I shoot outspeed because of Unburden. So I think this was always like Quaquaval was always a good lead, I think, against both of these. This should be dual wing beat, right? And I Willow. And then I would have to calc if like Dragonite kills here. I don't think it does. Against Torkoal. Because he's burned. I'm at like 157. Marvel Scale. Toxic Orb. Like EQ at +1. Does like 65 HP, so I'd actually probably smog. Then I would rest. Yep. And then I would just Sleep Talk. wonder if I just leave him like this actually. But then like I know it's an EQ, right? So then I would just go into lands. Yeah. And then I would Dragon Darts. Honestly, I would probably Reflect, but if I don't want to lose my air balloon, I guess I would Dragon Darts, right? Like, do I prioritize? Probably just Dragon Darts. Melmetal. This baits Ice Punch. Also Reflect. Now I go into Coal. Does like absolutely nothing. Reflect. Then I rest. Oh, that's actually interesting. He's not going for EQ. Like, that's actually really interesting. He doesn't go for EQ here. Like, does he just see he does, like, no damage? So he'd rather just... He'd rather just get the flinch. But yeah, then I guess I'd probably go into Dialga. And then I would Stealth Rock, I think. Now he goes for EQ. I wonder if I would burn my eject button here to go into lands. Would I go in? I mean, I'd probably go into Quack, to be honest. Get the EQ. I can never set up here because I already lost my mental herb. Or just close combat. And Jugulus comes in. This should be Aeroblast. So I'd probably have to go into Mabostiff. Alternatively, I could go into Ethan. I think because he's already kind of low, I'd go. Oh, why would he go Flamethrower? Did the Flamethrower really kill Iron, like Quabble there? Iron Jugulus. I mean, I would have looked at the calc to make sure, but like, I'm surprised he Flamethrowers there. I guess maybe after the -1, it's just enough damage. Like, Flamethrower. No, I actually don't get it. Special attack. No. Yeah, I actually don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Probably Snarl. Protect. But yeah, any crit just ends the run, I think, here. I would have had to like hard switch into Dragapult at some point and probably just try to kill it. I don't even know how much I need. Draco Meteor, 50%, 60%. Good rest, probably rest. The fact that I'm not getting credit is kind of... But like, yeah, I would have had to... Yeah. Like a crit would have done it. for Iron Jugulus. And I would have just died. Yeah, I don't know what the flamethrower was about. Yeah, this would have been like EP raid. Like, I don't even think this kills. No, Dragon Darts wouldn't be as much, right? I guess higher chance of crit. But yeah, it wouldn't have been enough anyways. I don't know. I think my Iron Jugulus answers were gonna be rough. Close combat. Now he just goes into Dialga. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's why I don't even try to bother trying to make a full plan. Like, it feels like anything is just random. But there should be roar time every time. I would go into you. And then I would go right into Dialga. Or I could go into Bola. But I want to test out the Dragon Tail interaction, so let's try those first. Oh, that was a crit. But you should be, yeah, should be faster. So yeah, get the Dragon Tail off. This should be. This. Out. Hole. Will-O-Wisp. And then I would probably just hard swap into lands, I think. Well, actually, no, I want to clear Smog first. Did he? Actually, I don't even know. I don't even think he D-danced. I think I threw there. Then we go into Dragapult. You. We actually Dragon Dances now. Interesting. Sleep Talk. Talk. Kinda unlucky with the clear smogs here. Considering I'm clicking. Yeah. Maybe I always. I don't know. I literally got like what clear like Will-O-Wisp like 4 times in a row with. Yeah. Oh, what a crazy read. Like be clicking rest there. Probably would have lost otherwise, but. Roar time. I think I always have to. Like, I have to make something happen. Flash cannon. I don't know. 60? Yeah. Probably protect. Snarl. I'd hope it's Dialga. Pull. This is roar time. And then. Yeah, any crit flash cannon or roar time, I just lose the run for sure. Small. It always brings out this guy. What the fudge? Always brings out Torkoal. 1 out of 5 chance. Going to Bola. I don't think Flash Cannon kills that minus. I'd probably click Protect first. I mean, it doesn't matter. Should be flash cannon, yeah. But then, like, I lose at this point because I don't have an answer for Iron Jugulus now. I just lose to Iron Jugulus. Flash cannon. Stealth rock. Oh. Well, yeah, that'll do it as well. Crit Roar of Time on Dialga will also do it. So I think in hindsight, even if I didn't lose to Lorelei, I think I would have lost to Lance. But especially since I got the Aerodactyl team, like when I did it once, like I would have lost to Lance. But I think this was a tall task for this team, anyways. Like, barring the good RNG and I got like exactly the teams I wanted, like this would have been like a hard task to like counter. I don't even think Draco kills Dialga. Like, if I went for Draco there, does it actually kill? Yeah, no. I think it might have had a chance. But yeah, nah, I would just lose. Like, this is, yeah. This is such a thin line to walk if it's an Aerodactyl team. I would have literally just had to hope and pray. Garchomp team, I think. Or I play super well against Aerodactyl team, which maybe I would have played like super careful if I did make it this far. But yeah, we always close combat. And he's expecting to either roar or EQ. Oh, I didn't. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is a strat for Garchomp though. You just encore him into Stealth Rock. It seems like a very solid line to walk. You'd risk a crit, but like at that point, I think if you're doing Deathless, you're pretty much always gonna have to play around one, or like you're always gonna have to risk a crit or two. This one I feel like actually would have been easy. Like, like against the champion, I actually think would have been like maybe the easier matchup, but I might have lost to Yveltal just based on anything else. I probably would have won Assault Vest. I'm just gonna like kind of wing it. The run's over, and like we move on, but tried our best, and like it was a back-to-back run. We had to work with what we got, and honestly, the pieces were good. I think it just got a little bit unfortunate, and like Meganium's ability could have been better. If we had like Primal Armor or like Speed Boost, pretty much anything that would have like maybe helped us, I think Lorelei probably would have went smoother. I think the toughest battle was probably going to be Lance. The hindsight's 50. Hey, Roofs. I would have went. Do I need anything? Like, I don't think I need anything else. Really, it's just here to eat hits. Probably went. I think yours is probably still leftovers. Yeah, that's fine for Dialga, to be honest. Maybe I would have. Maybe Assault Vest is better on you. Like that. Trucks. You, I would have went Toxic. I do need a Toxic. The Eveltal. Wonder how long it'll take though to get back here. Like to run it back if I wanted to do the back to back. Like I wonder how long it'll take for me to get a winning run again and then run it back to back. Granted, it's kind of just like not tedious. Well, it's a little tedious depending on how you want to win your first run. Like if you want to hope and get like Kamao and Blissey, then you're kind of just resetting. Like good start, but. I think honestly that's probably about it. Ice Scarf maybe? Close combat, Ice Spinner is probably fine. I don't know. This one I'd probably maybe run like... Air Balloon could actually be interesting on this because it forces B to be faster with a +2 and I could Encore. Like this probably would have been something, but I don't think I would have used Quaquaval. I think the idea was literally just. I mean, I was gonna think of this like as I go. I could have maybe went Dragon Claw. I don't know. Flamethrower for the Metagross streak would be. Yeah, I don't know. I would have. I did this. The idea was, oh, well, I would have went Flashfire first. Because Flashfire gives me an... I'm always looking. If he U-turns, that's actually kind of crazy, but maybe he does. I think, like... Axel... Literally does nothing. I would have just Willowed. Then I would have had to click Rest. Eternatus comes out. I assume it's anything but Flamethrower. If I go Dialga here or Torkoal, anything but Flamethrower. So it could have been. It's probably done. Well, it'd probably be Meteor Beam. So I'd probably go. Do I die to it? Or do I Dragon Tail? Like stuff like this I would have checked if I got here, but... Eternatus +1 does not kill. If I drop a Draco, he's dead. If I Dragon Tail him, the +1 I don't kill. I would Draco, probably, and just play without rocks. Oh, interesting. Would rather not risk the... He'd rather not risk the kill. And I don't think that was like a efficient hit either. He probably dark holes here, so I'd have to go Polo. Protect. Oh, I actually got the double protect, but I wouldn't have done that normally. I was just toxic. Protect. Snarl. I'd probably rest here just while I'm healthy. I don't even know. Ooh. I guess I would snarl again. Guess I'd protect. This is just Dynamax Cannon. Probably snarl, to be honest. Just drop his special attack. And then I'd protect. And then I'd snarl. Crit. This baits Dynamax Cannon. This baits Sludge Wave. And then we just drop a Draco on him. Probably. Or Dragon Tail. Honestly, I'm down a Stealth Rock here. Just to set up the hazards. So Yveltal's dead, right? And then I would Draco. Ooh, crit. Actually, almost. Fortunately, this is any move, right? So you'd always have to go into Lyra here. Hidden power. Always live, though. So now I just bulldoze. And then if he wants to do it again, you just have to flash fire, I think. We go into Lance. And then Dragon Darts should take him out, I think, at this range. Yeah. Go into our answer, Torkoal. Always Meteor Mash. I don't know. Did I have to rest again. Sleep talk. He goes into Ditto, and he actually doesn't do anything. He clicks Flamethrower, right? I honestly wait. I just go into Dragapult, right? Yeah, I just go into Dragapult. You can't touch me. Yeah, you can't touch me. Yeah, I would just win. I would have won against Champion. Like, considering this was, like, the quickest prep. Like... I guess there's a chance I still lose to the Ditto now. If I Phantom Force here. I probably should have just Phantom Force or Dragon Darts. So honestly, I'd probably go back into Cole, and I wouldn't risk anything, right? Probably. Flash Fire. We can go Reflect if we really want to. I have Focus Sash though, so I think I'd always be fine. Oh. Well, I just Dragon Darts, right? He doesn't transform into me because he's Oh, this was actually so free. I just needed to get past Lorelei and Lance. I knew this team could have done Champion. Like, I knew the line was there. Yeah, I think we just needed a decent ability on Meganium, and I think Lorelei would have been free. Like even Overgrow or something would have been nice. If we had Triage, like then that would have been a free. I think because then I wouldn't even have to bother setting up Trick Room for it. I'd just set up with like Giga Drain and Draining Kiss, and Trick Room would still work because it's priority. But unfortunately, without its ability, it's really hard to use. But yeah, hitting the Stray Hurricane without the rain. I could have clicked Sunny Day. What can we... I don't think it was guaranteed kill. But maybe it just sees that like Torkoal's not a threat without the sun. So it just goes for it, but I don't know. Either that or it's like a combined effort of Walking Wake and Meganium, or like Walking Wake and Ogre Pond damage. But it was burned. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it stings. Sucks. Did I have prepped better for Lorelei specifically? Probably. But I don't know. But yeah, I think I would have lost the Lance. So like the Lorelei loss didn't feel as bad, but it is kind of sad that I would have won everywhere else. I think with like 80%, 90% certainty. Because like the Dialga and Iron Jugulus, like I'm completely relying on getting non-critted by Iron Jugulus. Aeroblast, like if I get crit, like it feels so over. And like unfortunately my boss diff did not have any recovery outside of rest. Like if he had soft boiled or recover, then like that's a good ice scales mon. But unfortunately, like only thing I could have maybe thought of doing is like just pivoting between two mons. Installing Aeroblast PP. Like if it was really down to the wire. Because if he doesn't have Aeroblast, it's probably fine. Considering Aeroblast is an APP move, I probably could have stalled it out. Like Aeroblast specifically. If I get put to sleep, like that's all bad. So I don't know. It would have required some RNG to go my way. But Lorelei, yeah, the burn. Yeah, I think if I don't get burned in there, I probably would have risked one move. I would have had like 30, 40 HP more. I probably could have lived like one Ivy Cudgel. Could have got my rocks up. Might have been enough. I wonder, yeah, I don't know who I could have went. Like, my other, like, if I did not need to bring Meganium as my only fairy type, it would have been nice if I could have brought, like, Urshifu, Electric Terrain. Maybe Life Dew. Look, I don't know. Yeah, I think in this box, I don't think there was anybody I could have like brought instead. Like if I reworked my whole team, there was like maybe I bring Dracozolt, Urshifu. Nope, I did not do it. I lost to Lorelei. Slug. I lost to Lorelei. I got crit hurricaned without the rain. But I think the rest of it was actually like swept, aside from Lance. Lance I would have had to play well, but I think there was a way for me to win against Lance. But the Garchomp team was swept by Quaquaval. Agatha was swept by Quaquaval, or not Quaquaval, Dragapult. Granted, if you go against the regular Zoroark team, you do have to be wary of Shadow, Sneak, and Ice Shard from Jinpao. But Dragapult could potentially sweep Agatha. Bruno I swept. Yeah, Crit Hurricane did me in from Walking Wake. It wasn't even Stab. It just had to land the Hurricane. I guess I could have clicked Sunny Day, but I thought for sure the Walking Wake would go for the guaranteed kill on Torkoal, but I don't know. Maybe it does evaluate threat and said that like Meganium is a way bigger threat, so we should try to kill it. But if it missed, the run could have kept going for sure. The back-to-back dream is dead though. At least for now. Maybe I'll come back and actually try to do a back-to-back. It would be fun to do. But it takes a lot of time. And it's like probably not worth the effort, to be honest. Unless like you really enjoy Deathless. Because it requires some RNG and then losing to bad RNG feels bad. I'm not sure what the plan is. We could start our Soul Link if that was the idea. Are we starting the Soul Link this week? Be like, alright, just hop on. I'll just load up a new run. I could follow Ethan's footsteps and try hardcore mode, but global challenge is this week. Yeah. Other than that, like, I don't know. There's Emerald Imperium. I still haven't like really touched that game or played that game. Yeah. Like I could do Emerald Imperium, Deathless, try to do normal mode. I technically started a run, but that was like right before Shady announced his bounty, so I kind of just dropped it and just been focused on Red. So yeah, there is Emerald Imperium I could do. I don't know if I want to start a new run though, or if I should just continue from my run that like. When was the last time I even played Emerald Imperium? It was like right before Shady announced his bounty thing. I even did like Emerald Imperium. It was probably when he did his first run of Emerald Imperium, to be honest. It was like right around that time. February 10th was the last time I played Emerald Imperium. So like about 2 months and a half. Pretty yikes. Not super yikes, I mean like okay. Honestly, did I have like good abilities in this run? Like just looking at it. Venusaur was pretty good, considering I had magic bounce, stamina shield, like shield does stamina. Charizard, not really. Charizard would have been pretty bad. If I got Protean Blastoise, it carried pretty hard, probably through like mid game. Feline Prowess, Mega Blastoise, Butterfree, no. Beedrill. Sword of Ruins actually would have been interesting on regular Beedrill. Nothing. I guess I should just search by ability. Like, did I have any huge power mons that would have just broke the game? Leavanny. Maybe. I know Ethan's doing Dex Run for hardcore. I don't know if I want to do the same thing. Or if I just want to do like a regular run where I just leave it to chance. If I'm doing non-Deathless, then I think I want to leave it to random like Nuzlocke, like a regular Nuzlocke. If I'm doing Deathless though, then I think Dex Nav is like pretty much a must or mandatory. Like I think it's actually pretty much impossible to do hardcore Deathless without Dex Nav. Like there's so many more battles on hardcore and you need like specific answers that I think if you don't do it, it's just like impossible. I feel like there's some fun in trying just getting random stuff. But hardcore would definitely make things pretty rough. Was my Blissey gonna be cracked if I had a Blissey? Beads of Ruin. Tablets. Actually, not that crazy. Or like abilities. Komodo. Oh, Dragon's Maw actually would have went crazy. I could have went like dual chop. And with Dragon's Maw, it probably. Yeah. Hardcore? No, I've never done hardcore. Like, I've literally never touched hardcore. Like, I've watched Shady do it a few times, and then, yeah, I don't really have any experience with hardcore. Mewtwo Y would have sucked. Oh, regular Mewtwo might have just... Wait. Oh, imagine if I did get regular Mewtwo in this run. Well... Would he have swept? I actually don't know if Mewtwo would have swept Lance if he had good as gold. I would have gotten stealth rocked by the Aerodactyl. Maybe. I wouldn't have to go mental herb though. I could go like air balloon or leftovers. Mewtwo would have been an interesting mon to have for this run if I did get it. Not get it then. Actually, who are my Desolate Land mons? I did not have Desolate Land, right? If I had Desolate Land... Dang, if I got Torterra... Or Infernape... Honestly, Infernape would have went hard. Desolate Land and then Grassy Surge for Earthquake. Like, reduced damage. And it had Fake Out. Feels bad. Annihilate, another mon people really like. Had the as one. The Moxie and a Nerve. Go agility on this thing. Power up punch a few times. Drain punch. Annihilate also probably would have done it. Rental Bond Rapidash. Okay, but yeah, that's enough of that. We'll go back to this. I even have. I don't even. Let's see. I still have my save. Oh boy. I don't even remember these mons. It's been too long. I think this run was like, it was looking so bad. Yeah, I was like, charge a bug. Macargo, Volbeat. This was my starter. Kind of crazy I had Dartrix as a starter in this game, and then my back-to-back Deathless I also had Dartrix. feel like for the sake of it, I'd probably just restart and do a new run. Because yeah, I quite frankly do not really remember this run at all. Like, did I even get a rock tunnel encounter? Like, yeah, like, I just don't know. I don't think so. Or, this isn't even rock tunnel, this is like granite cave. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I did the... Oh, no, yeah, it doesn't seem like I've gone... But maybe I failed an encounter. Yeah, like, I just don't remember. Isn't this game, though, like, it doesn't matter what time of day you do? Like, the encounters, I think, are just set. I think so. Yeah, I think that the mons are just set. Right. Yeah. Probably makes sense to reset. Fortunately. I don't even know like what the next main boss is. I'm pretty sure it's like Brawly, but I probably could get some encounters before doing Brawly. Emperors. Do I just want to do Emerald Imperium for a bit? Try it out. Go from there. Might be a good change of pace. Granted, I don't know like when I would go back to Red. Like if it's not for a Soul Link. Because I'm definitely not going to do Deathless for a bit. Because like it'd just be repetitive for me to do it again. Like especially if like especially if it's for back to back. I could try like the third one and see how it goes, but it just wouldn't feel as rewarding compared to the back to back. It'd still feel like, oh yeah, I got to E4 I guess 3 times in a row, and that's like cool, but definitely would have been better to get the win there. Save this. Emerald Imperium. Should I say this is run 2? I guess I should probably say run 2. Either I just run it back, or like I continue this run 1 and just see where I go, or I just start a new run. I just remember it was so... Roxanne was so rough. Because I think I had a Mudkip before I had March Stomp. I could be wrong. But I think I had a Mudkip. So like I just didn't have any rock resistances at the time. So it was so hard to navigate Roxanne Deathless. But somehow made it through. But yeah, I think I will think on it, on whether I want to do like Emerald Imperium, or I could do Radical Red Hardcore mode, try it out, get a feel for it. Yeah, so there's like Radical Red, Hardcore mode, Emerald Imperium, Deathless, Soul Link, like start a solo Soul Link on Rad Red normal mode, just get a feel for it, try it out. Maybe it feels good, maybe it doesn't. Get a feel for what it's like to have to compensate your team for the other person's team, or vice versa. Team building in a Soul Link could be a good experience to have before inevitably Shady says something about the Soul Link, maybe. So that would be an idea. Especially if like Pseudo Slug also wants to do a Soul Link. Like it might be good to just start a Soul Link and get a feel for how that's going. I think those are like the main options. I don't think I really have anything else in mind. I mean, yeah. My biggest flaw is definitely not having Play Rough on Ganium. Like, that Lorelei is gonna feel bad for a while. I think if it came down to it, like... Okay, there's two things about, like, the Lorelei Rain fight that I don't get. Is, like, when does Polito click Rain Dance? Or not brain dance. When does it ever click haze? And then also what mods it decides to switch in? Because I think if I went play rough, it doesn't send Walking Wake as early. And then it kind of just comes down to like, is Meganium healthy enough to yeah, is Meganium healthy enough to get to safely get the kill on Walking Wake with play rough? Because my idea with Draining Kiss, if I did do it, was like Dialga was going to be able to also hit the Walking Wake with Dragon Pulse. But yeah, I guess without the kill, kind of made things rough. Because like, if it Dragon Pulses, it's dead. If it Thunders, yeah. But yeah, the burn. The burn on the Dialga, which is 30%, it is what it is. But also the Hurricane also landing, and a crit. If I lived on 10, like maybe it was playable. I don't know. Probably not. I think the fact that it landed was probably already GG's. But it would have been even odds, actually, if he missed. Or like, because it was both like 30% chance to happen, right? Like if he missed Hurricane and I didn't get burned, like both were 30%. Or like him getting the burn was 30%. If I dodged, also the 30 would have been good like even RNG, all things considered. Lorelei got the better of me there, and like maybe Giga Drain was not the right. I think Giga Drain was still good though. And if I don't have Seed Bomb, he definitely brings Primal Kyogre in earlier. Or like just Kyogre in general, because it's the most specially bulky mon. And I don't like Giga Drain just never does it. Like if I had Feline Prowess, then obviously like yeah, Giga Drain just does it. Draining Kiss would have just done it, but or like I said, Triage would have been busted. Dialga if it had Valiant Shield. 7 Intrepid Sword also would have done it. Granted, Intrepid Sword was still good, so I can't blame it on the ability there. But yeah, I think the best thing I could do is probably just take a break. Probably come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back later today if I'm like really feeling something, but I'll probably have to think about what I want to do. And if I'm doing like solo Soul Link, I'll probably have to set up a layout for that so I can show both teams, etc, etc. Plus I don't know if people actually want to see me do a solo Soul Link. Like it takes so long to navigate through like both players. I've done it before as like a recorded series, and like I just played through the game. But as a stream series, I feel like it takes so long, especially if I have to manage the team layout as well. Like, there's a lot. So. I'm gonna have to think about it. But yeah, unfortunately, I lost to E4, but I think it's still like the team building. I think was fine. I just messed up probably on Play Rough versus Draining Kiss. But even with Play Rough, it wasn't like I always win that. I still need things to go my way. And on the bright side, like I think the rest of the E4 was relatively straightforward, and I'm like proud or glad that the Quavel Sweep does work. Like Unburden is not negated by knockoff, and I'll have that on recording, so that's good. And there's definitely like potential for like other runs to just win now, because I feel like I'm pretty good at like figuring out strats now. I think for like E4. One of them, I think Lance is kind of like a special exception where you really don't have a way to sweep unless you have Kamao. But probably the idea for lands is like maybe you have a sweeper that doesn't sweep the whole team but takes care of like a good amount of the team, and then go from there. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. Yeah, take a break, figure out what I want to do. But we'll be back most likely tomorrow, maybe in like an hour or so if I really want to play something. But I should probably take a break and be glad of what happened rather than mourn about what could have been done, because like it was like one run after this one, and compared to like other people's back-to-backs, like aside from Shady, like Game Boy Luke's back-to-back, I don't know, he kind of just lost right after like right in Cerulean. So I don't know if like his run will never be remembered, like his back-to-back run will never be remembered, I would assume. Like the next time he does a Deathless, like sure, he could be like the first person to quote-unquote do Deathless twice, but like I said, when I like first did this Deathless challenge, I think getting it like once, it depends how many runs you do at the end of the day. Like if you do like 40 runs and you get like one Deathless win, it's kind of like 50-50 on how it feels, because it kind of depends what mons you get, I guess, at the end of the day. Like everybody knows like Bruno can be swept with Kamo, so if you have that, then like is it impressive that you beat E4? Like I don't know. It depends. And if you get the Aerodactyl team and you sweep with Kamo, is it like would that have been more impressive than like me losing at Lorelei? Like I don't know. With the team that I had, or the box that I had, that's kinda to say. Because if I had Kamo, then like, oh yeah, if I had Kamo, then I wouldn't need a fairy type, right? Probably, because I'd have an Aerodactyl sweep, and then if I assume Quavel sweeps that one, then yeah, I'd probably replace Meganium. But then that's like a whole different team build. But then I would have brought Torque. I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's enough about that. I'm just running off and rambling at this point. I mean, I'd be interested to see who could actually do the back-to-back. All things considered, Shady was actually really close. Like, if you exclude his Geo2 run, which was like the true back-to-back, like he only did one run and got to Geo3. So it does feel like the back-to-back is actually really possible. But you can definitely be screwed over by bad RNG, and that's all it takes. I want Cobra Berry Meganium. I don't think the item really mattered though, because I just get knocked off, or I get status. Like, I don't know. I don't think the item really mattered, but if I got burned by Scald, I'd definitely lose to Kyogre. So I'm trying to think on like what could have been better. Yeah, I don't know. Interestingly enough, if Dialga had Comatose, maybe that was actually the key. Just don't get burned. Yeah, I'll hop off. We'll regroup hopefully tomorrow. But maybe I'll do group tomorrow. Figure out what I'm doing. I'll probably watch other people play Red for a bit. See how it goes. It does kind of suck that E4 is kind of like, do you have sad mons to sweep, otherwise it's gonna be really hard. And I think if you're doing Deathless, then yeah, it makes sense to sweep like half the time. Yeah, I guess the problem with like Meganium into this fight, just there's a lot of threats. Hurricane, Ice Punch, Ice Punch, Ice Punch. If I had Thick Fat, oh, yeah, it also would have helped so much. It helped eliminate. Yeah, 70%. I would have 100% got D-pulse though. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Maybe I should rewatch the VOD before I started spouting stuff, but I feel like the AI definitely doesn't just go for guaranteed kills. Especially in doubles. I think it does try to evaluate threat unless like I was actually low there, but I won't know because it was a crit, but okay, but yeah, I'll hop off. Thanks for everyone for watching. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a disappointment to myself because I could have prepped a bit better to increase my odds, but also just a bit sad that I lost to Lorelei. Like, I would have rather lost to Lance, and at least it could have been a little bit more hype, but yeah. We went through the rest of the E4 though, and at least it felt pretty clean. And like my plans or my prep for it seemed to work out well, considering I wasn't using the standard like, oh yeah, if I had if I had the Kamao or the Salamances or the Talonflames, like, it was pretty clean. Yeah, I'll hop off for now. Thanks for everyone for that watch till the end. We'll just see what we're doing tomorrow. Peace out.